Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is June 13th, 2022, and it's a big day for PlayStation members. We have the PlayStation, essentially the PlayStation Plus tiers releasing, which come with the classic catalog, the PlayStation Plus game catalog, and then the PlayStation Plus collection. We're going to take a look at all the different tiers and the pricing. I bought the premium tier, so you don't have to if you want to just look at the catalog. I think you're able to look at it even if you don't buy it. I did a little backwards. I bought it first because I knew I was going to use it. But for sure, I will show you through the catalog just in case you can't check it. If you can check it, then whatever. This is useless. But all prices will be in Canadian because I am in the land of Canada. So we have three tiers. The first tier is PlayStation Plus Essential, which is actually what you've been paying for before, which has the same benefits as the original PlayStation Plus. So the multiplayer, the 3 games each month, cloud saves, and yeah. So it's about basically the same. The price in Canadian for 12 months is $69.99. Which I think that's what it was before. I don't quote me on that. I pay yearly, so I haven't paid since August of last year. So don't quote me on that. And then we have the next step up, which is a PlayStation Plus Extra, which comes with a number of third-party PS4 and PS5. They say 400 first and third-party PS4 and PS5 games, and essentially all the benefits that the Essential gets you as well. The price for that is $114.99. And then, of course, what we're going to talk about today is the premium. That premium. Which comes with, well, first and foremost, it's $139.99, which is quite substantial. It is prorated if you're in mid-subscription like I was. Like I said, mine comes up in August. In order to switch to the premium, I paid $10.49 now. And then in August, I'll be charged the whole $140, essentially Canadian. That comes with 340 additional games, PS3 titles, PS2 titles, PSP titles, it says, and PS1 titles, cloud streaming for access of those, and then the everything that's offered in the premium and essential tiers, and time limited game trials. So that was announced back in March, and that is what we have access to today. So let's take a look. So I have the premium collection here. And then, yeah, so you can actually just see, so like the essential here, everything that we've had before, Game Help, I mean, you could just use Google. You don't need to use this service if you have a computer. And then exclusive, so state character skins and stuff like that for DLC. I actually didn't see that or look at that. Genshin Impact. So it's got a couple of things here. Nothing I play. Slipknot, Cross Smite. I don't know. I don't play Smite. That's pretty interesting. Good for you, Slipknot. I don't play any of those. I saw Avengers on there. I don't know who's still playing that. Maybe Greg Miller from Kind of Funny. And then discounts and stuff like that. And then the extra. So this is the PlayStation Plus game catalog. Let's take a look. And let's see. Let's just. Oh, it goes by genre. Must play. So it's Demon Souls on here. It looks like Demon Souls is on there. I mean, if you paid for this and you haven't played Demon Souls, now is the time. If you played the original Demon Souls, it's a no-brainer and enjoyed that game, of course. But the remake is beautiful. It looks really great. It is a lot more frustrating than Dark Souls, just based off of the checkpoint system. A lot of these games I already have. I'm playing Death Stranding right now. Bloodborne. Which I think was on the PlayStation collection already. Injustice 2, Control. Let's take a look, view all. For some reason, it sorts by default. I'm just gonna, no, I don't want to, I'll just keep it that way, I guess. Final Fantasy, Friday the 13th. Got quite a number of games on here. Slime Rancher, of course. Until Dawn. Apparently, I've already purchased it. If you're playing The Quarry and you haven't played Supermassive's first horror anthology game, definitely worth checking out there. Blasphemous. We've got a lot of good games out here, a lot of solid games. A lot of stuff I already own, so it's not... But keep in mind, I didn't buy this for this collection. I bought this for the Classic Collection, because there's a lot of stuff in the Classic Collection that you would have to pay hundreds of dollars to essentially play without having this. Or you could, of course, go the other route, which, you know, hats off to you if that's what you like to do. I personally don't do that too much because I like to have the physical media. So if I want, I mean, most of the stuff I want to play, I have played already. So it's not like I'm dying to play it. That's weird. How's that a digital bundle? Yeah, maybe I missed something there. So lots of solid titles in here. It says up to 400. So I wish you could sort it alphabetically. The other collections you can sort alphabetically. They got Knack, nice. I Am Bread, that's a classic. So lots of bang for your buck. There's a lot of good games on here. Messenger, which was an indie game for, I believe, like 2 years ago. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't. Wonderful 101. That was a Wii U game originally. It was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend checking that out for sure as well. If you've got either the premium tier or the extra tier. Because essentially, sort of for the extra tier, this is what you get. I'm assuming. I believe so. It's the PS4 and PS5 games. And then with the premium, you get more of the classic games like the PlayStation 3. I saw someone tweet, they're like, oh, no PlayStation 3 games. That isn't correct. There is PlayStation 3 games. It's just in the premium tier. There's a lot of games I haven't heard in here as well. I haven't heard of, rather. Oh, there you go, Bubsy. It's a lot of games in here. I'm just kind of flicking through it quickly. I don't want this to be like a 20-minute video of me just like flopping through games. There you go. Elder Scrolls Online. That might be worth giving it a check out. I haven't checked it out since it originally launched. I'm not much for MMOs, so I know it was a little bit different, but I think it's just one of those things. I love how they had the Director's Cut and Death Stranding on here. Was the Director's Cut not on PS4? Is that why? That is correct. It's only PS5. Okay, that makes sense. Terraria. Yeah, so a lot of good, solid games in there for the collection. Is it worth the $114? I mean, if you've been playing for a long time, maybe not, because I mean, you might already own most of those games, and a lot of those games were available with a PlayStation Plus subscription. So you might already have a lot of those games. Definitely some solid games worth checking out. Like I said, Demon Souls, Miles Morales, like relatively new games. The Director's Cut of Death Stranding, which I'm playing right now, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know why I didn't play Death Stranding back in 2019. I'm kind of glad I waited. There's not the Monster Energy drink thing plastered on there, which I guess is kind of funny, kind of cool. Maybe Hideo Kojima needed the money for that, but who knows. So let's go. Let's check out the Classics catalog, which you can sort alphabetically. So let's go there. And this is the PS3 one here, and sort by alphabetic. Maybe you could on the other one. I just didn't see it. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. All right, so let's take a look. Notable Alone in the Dark. Wasn't that game garbage? Why'd they even include that? This is the first thing I noticed when I popped on here was Asura's Wrath, which is a really good Capcom game. It kind of reminds me of like anime. It's like an anime God of War, and it's really cool. It's kind of like segmented, so it's not open world or anything like that. But I believe if you wanted to play this game originally on the PS3, that you'd have to put up some big bucks. I think it's one of the games that's up there. Let's see. I never see it in the wild. Asura's Wrath. It's about $70, but they're hard to find. Like I said, I don't think I've ever come across them in the wild while I've been game collecting. So yeah, I mean that's there's some added value there. They got the Batman games. I've noticed a lot of these weeaboo games that I've never heard of. I don't know if I'll get it. I say weeb, but I actually am really into anime. I just haven't played any of these games. I don't think they're actually anime, but they kind of look anime-esque. Got the Arkham Origins. I think that's the bad one. I don't remember. Oh, they've got Walt Disney's Bolt. So there you go. That's worth the $139 price of admission just right there. That game is super rare, super expensive. I think it's like $5 million or something like that. So got both Cars games. Oh, that's pretty cool. They got the Capcom arcade cabinet. They've got a couple Castlevania games. I don't know, is Mirror Fates the first Lords of Shadow, but with a DLC or something like that? I played like I don't know if I'll get any flack for this. I bought Lords of Shadow when I was in like a huge Castlevania kick. I had just played, I think, Lament of Innocence or something like that, and just finished Symphony of the Night for like the third time. And I picked it up and I was like, this is not for me. I think I'm more of like a Metroidvania kind of person, where this, as far as what I played, was pretty linear. But people do like these games, so Cell Damage. I wonder. Maybe we can get confirmation on this. I wonder if single player. Yeah, okay, so you can't play online or anything like that. That game was a lot of fun, from what I can remember. I don't think it holds up very well though. Oh, champion jockey. There you go. Worth the price of admission. Let's see. Yeah, got a couple of games in here I never heard. Got the Devil May Cry collection. They have the bad Epic Mickey. Wasn't the first Epic Mickey the good one, and the second one was the bad one? Don't quote me on that. They've got Brave. Ooh, a lot of Disney games on here. A little bit weird. Dynasty Warriors. Oh, like I said, this is the PS3 collection. This is so this doesn't include any of the PS2 or anything like that. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I mean, I think those are worth the price of admission as well. I mean, if you really want to play these games and you have a PC, but probably more preferential to play them on the PC, so you can add mods and stuff like that. Hamster Ball, of course, classic, 10 out of 10, IGN. Ico, that's a great game. I don't know why the is that on the PS3, the collection? Yeah. Why? Maybe Shadow of Colossus is on here as well. I don't know why they wouldn't just put up the collection there. Because Ico was originally a PS2 game, I believe. Seeing, oh, you got some Ninja Gaiden there. Puzzle Agent, I don't know what that is. He looks like the guy from Fargo. Red Dead Redemption, they have the Undead Nightmare on there. That's pretty cool. Resident Evil 4, of course. You know, we don't have enough ways to play Resident Evil 4, so great. Resident Evil 5, which is solid. I don't think it deserves a flack. And then we got Resident Evil 6, which has the interesting logo on it. I remember that. That's pretty hilarious. That game is quite terrible. I think the only sections I enjoyed of that game were when you were playing as Sherry. I think it's Sherry Birkin. I mean, if you like Resident Evil 6, I'm not making fun of you. I'm sure it has a space there. I saw someone on TikTok the other day was like, I hate Resident Evil 4. And I asked for a reason, just because I was curious. I don't know. I know that one time I was in a game store, someone was like, oh, I hate Resident Evil 4. And the reasoning he gave was like, you couldn't jump. Well, there's tons of games you can't jump that are great. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you can technically jump, but you can't jump. Do you know what I mean? There's not a jump button. All right, let's look at the PlayStation 2 catalog. Oh, it just defaults to the... I'll go to the end here. Maybe you can see all games. I took a look at this earlier. You got the Jack games on there, Dark Cloud. Both Ape Escapes are on here. Let's just sort this alphabetically. I think you could with the other list. I just was an idiot. Got both Ape Escapes on there, which I recommend playing if you haven't. Arc the Lad, I never played. Dark Cloud, I know those are pretty critically acclaimed. Hot Shots Golf, of course, is amazing. I've got a bunch of Jack games on there. Is it more? Oh, maybe because it's and Daxter. That's weird that the alphabetical would sort it that way. Then we got Okage, the Shadow King, which I'm pretty sure is relatively hard to find. So it's good that it's on there. Okage, let's see. No, not really. It's inexpensive. Oh, I just accidentally added it to my collection. Okay. I just never see it. It's not expensive or anything like that. Resident Evil, Rogue Galaxy. Got Wild Arms, Tekken 2 for some reason. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Tekken series. I don't know why you wouldn't just put 3 on there. Why you would just put 2 without having 3 or anything else. Got Wild Arms, 1 and 3 for some reason. So obviously they'll continue to add stuff to this collection here, but it's pretty bland, to be honest. And this is the PSP, PlayStation, and PS2. And there's not Intelligent Cube. I don't see a lot of PS1 games on here. Just a couple, a handful. And not anything of note, really. Maybe Wild Arms. I don't know. I never played those games. Siphon Filter's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's pretty bland. Worth the price of admission? I don't know. Like I said, the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 collection was huge. Was that worth the price of admission? Yeah, so maybe you're better off just going with the extra tier. There was a lot of good PlayStation 3 games in there as well, which might be worth the price of admission for the premium collection. But yeah, pretty bland on this section. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. Like, if I'm being completely transparent, I think most of all I wanted to play the PS2 and PS1 games. I did do a research before. I knew there wasn't a ton, but yeah, kind of bland there. So if that's what you're looking to do, maybe just wait. You don't need to buy it right away unless there's something on there that you have to play. A lot of these games are relatively cheap to find or to, the other thing. I don't know how what the legality is of saying that is. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the PS3 and the PS4 and the PS5 games. I just hope that they bulk this up and they bulk this up quickly. The one thing I don't like is, like, for example, with Nintendo Switch Online, is that they release a new game each month. I wish they would just release a bunch of games, because there's games on there we want to play. Obviously, we want to play GameCube games and Game Boy Advance games, but who knows if Nintendo will ever go that route. Nintendo's a little bit weird. We won't dive too much into that, but with the games that are expensive or hard to find, there's no way to play them, and they get super mad when you emulate them, which is kind of like, okay, but if I buy Path of Radiance for $300 from a guy, Nintendo gets none of that, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyways, we're here to talk about PlayStation, so that kind of is the collection there. Make sure you follow me here on YouTube. I'll try to touch as much as I can on any gaming news going forward. I primarily stream on twitch.tv/Framesoft. I just started streaming there, actually, I should say. Right now I'm streaming the Quarry, so if you want to go in the description, you can click that and you can go follow me on Twitch. And yeah, and on Twitter as well. That's all I have. I'm not doing any Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, or TikTok. So yeah, thanks for joining me.